welcome to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for our main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division, and now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the waltz.
His adversary, by way of Marshall, Big.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round 1 underway. Kid Dynamite's getting away with a headbutt here. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Big. Very accurate two-punch combo by Big. To the head he goes with a left hand.
Good job,
Big shot, the right came clean. Kid Dynamite's trying to survive this. Big shot he just scored with. That is a big punch that just put him down.
And right now he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do this as a living.
5, 6, 7, 8. Get up, damn it!
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Accurate jab brings the right hand. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Kid Dynamite's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Kid Dynamite. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Shake it off, it's all right.
He comes with the straight right hand. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Teddy, among the things that we should be looking for early is which fighter can show a wide array of an offense.
Yeah, you don't want to always be coming in that front door all the time. You want to come in the side door every once in a while. You know, sometimes you want to maybe even come through the roof, down the chimney. You want to mix it up.
Lock! Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Kid Dynamite. He nearly lifted him off the ground. What an uppercut by Big. A well-placed left hand up top. Kid Dynamite's alarm clock went off in his head moments ago. He went down earlier, and now you can see that something just woke him up and said, you got to go for it right here. You got to swing for the fences somehow.
The danger here is he's trying, as you said, Joe, he's trying to get it over with all at once. Now, you wouldn't start a fight that way because you know that it would leave you available to the other guy. Right now, he's available to the other guy.
How about that left hand? Big's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Well-targeted right hand by Big. Big shot up top. He really got to him there. And this round comes to an end.
Okay, it's all right now.
So here we are at the end of the round. And this is the only chance these guys get to not throw at each other.
Yeah, this is a break. You know, a lot of times fighters find their own way of taking a break during the fight, during the round. These guys really need this minute rest.
Big swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Right hand downstairs.
Protect yourself. Come on.
Big still shaking after feeling that uppercut. How about that exchange? Good smooth work by Big. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Flush right hand to the body. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
And now a well-placed hook to the head. What impact with that uppercut by Kid Dynamite. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. A stinging uppercut by Big.
Good job.
A smashing headshot by Kid Dynamite. Good flush, straight left hand. Big's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut.
You got this one, baby. You got
Kid
this
Dynamite's
all day,
right
all day.
hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And that's the end of round 3.
It's too close, right? You hear me? It's too fucking close. We don't want this to go to the judges' scorecard, right? Listen. Breathe, all right? Just take a deep breath. I need to see the combinations from you. Now let's throw those combinations we talked about. This fight is real close. So let's see the 1, 2s, and 3s, all right?
He's given up 2 rounds on Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4, but I think he's got a pretty bright future in this fight here, knowing that he's gotten to his man.
Yeah, he knows it, and maybe more importantly, his opponent knows that he's been hurt. And I can see it already. It's making him a little bit more tentative, so it's making his job a little easier.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Around the wing, baby.
A crushing 2-punch combo by Big. He comes back with the left hand again. Right to the head with that right. Scores up top with a left. Good body shot. The right hand came home. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Kid Dynamite. Good, solid overhand left. Big showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go.
Little head hunting with the left. And now he's working really well on the inside.
Oh, yeah, Joe. You know, if you wanted to get inside a bank vault, right, I'm sure you would.
Sure.
You wouldn't mind doing that. You have to have the combination. Well, he's found the combination to get there. And you know what? He's grabbing a lot of cash.
Fight right now. Okay, listen. Body and head. Body and head.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. What an excellent and a smart left hand by Kid Dynamite. Biggs just being, oh! He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
Big uppercut right on the mark. A solid, true uppercut by Big. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Big. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Good uppercut by Big.
In and out, in and out.
Scoring with the right hand by Big. Big's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Double jab, double jab.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. That is a sharp uppercut by Big. A clean, crisp right hand by Big. Kid Dynamite's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. And this round comes to an end. Big's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Relax.
6th round now underway. Let's see who can really come on here in the second half of this fight. Nice block by Kid Dynamite. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own.
Close the distance.
Right to the body. Kid Dynamite's having a field day on the inside, putting a lot into that uppercut.
Well, he's smart. He's, you know, part of being an effective, good fighter is understanding what punch to choose from your arsenal. He's picking the right punch at the right time. Inside, the opening is there for that uppercut.
Not able to land the headshot. That right hand over the top lands flush. Well-placed hook there. Downstairs with a right hand. Biggs bang by a big uppercut. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Solid left hand to the head.
Forward, back to the body.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Kid Dynamite.
Stay busy, stay busy.
Biggs ripped by an uppercut. Jab with the straight, classic combination.
Keep it tight.
Biggs gotta be feeling the impact of that uppercut. And round 6 comes to an end. Kid Dynamite's well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Teddy, this has turned into his fight. He is clearly the aggressor.
Well, you know, it's been wide open for somebody to take the lead, and he figured, why not be me?
That uppercut absolutely rocked him. And yet another big shot comes in. He goes down thanks to that non-stop attack. It's like he was thrown into a blender of punches.
4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Right to the belt line. Clipping him with that uppercut. Big shot by Kid Dynamite. Halfway through the 7th round.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Nice work. Nice work.
Banking away a body shot with the right hand. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook.
You're still not moving enough. Come on now, move. Move.
See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. Kid Dynamite's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
Unable to land clean by Kid Dynamite. And the round comes to an end.
You're good. Come on, you gotta give me one more round.
Round number 8 is underway, and Teddy, a chance to look at your scorecard. You got him up pretty good. We often use that word judicious in describing a fighter, of picking your spots and being effective when you do.
Well, that's a good point, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. You know, he's making him do what he wants to do without even coming forward. You know, he's pushing him all over the ring, but not with any physical force. Just by making sure that he controls the guy mentally, that he makes the guy feel a certain amount of pressure, and makes the guy react the way he wants him to react.
Scored well with that straight left. Scored well up top. A solid left hand by Kid Dynamite. Kid Dynamite's doing exactly what he's always done stylistically, Teddy. Now, he was knocked down earlier, so what he always does got him in this position.
Yeah, he understands his identity. He understands that, you know, he's going to win or lose the man that he is, the fighter that he is. He just has to make sure that he makes a few adaptations.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Kid Dynamite. Able to land with the right.
Keep your back off the ropes. Back to the body.
Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Kid Dynamite. An accurate left by Kid Dynamite. Biggs absorbing a hook. Solid shot, the overhand left. And that's the end of round 8. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Good job that round. Right, stay close to him. You get in there. Don't be flat-footed in there, all right? I want to see some movement inside. You got to stay close to this guy. He can't hurt you when you're close to him.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
Hook! Hook! He's wide open for the hook.
Super two-punch combo by Big. Able to cover up that gut. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Big shot there. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
Get up, man.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hurry, get up, get up.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Big's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does. And the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed. So he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. A solid uppercut by Kid Dynamite. Well, he goes to the gut with the right hand.
Watch the hook! Watch the hook! Come on! Up and down, side to side.
Keep working. Active body.
And that does it for this round. Big, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Nice strike after catching one by Kid Dynamite. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Kid Dynamite's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Come on, baby. Use it.
And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Accurate with the straight left. For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop it at the right time.
Look at that! How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
Get up, get up.
5, 6.
He has shown some guts in getting up yet again, but now he may need a little bit of luck to survive.
Well, he's going to need a little bit of a clinch. He might need crazy glue to just get in close and make sure that he locks onto his opponent.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Completely one-sided fight, at least that's the way we saw it.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw it any other way, you'd have to put a warning out the next time these judges judge a fight, kind of like on a pack of cigarettes. You know, this could be hazardous to your health. I mean, these guys could be hazardous to your career if they scored any other way.
Here's the official decision.